Okay, so first I'm gonna go NC then AC. Alright, so first I'm gonna value human rights. The reason why it doesn't uphold human rights, the negative doesn't uphold human rights because first off you're causing major environmental harm, and the reason, and whenever, like I stated in my contention one, through Elridge, it talks about how resource extraction would actually hurt our environment and make all our climate problems worse, and that wouldn't uphold human rights because whenever the environment is bad, whenever the environment is hurt and it's not good, that basically prohibits people from the pursuit of life, liberty, and like the pursuit of happiness um, because it's very hard to be happy and it's very unhealthy whenever the environment is harmed. Also, on the criterion of maximizing governmental legitimacy, governmental legitimacy is not maximized because first off, if you look at my first contention, down to what I said through Downey, it talks about how resource extraction could actually increase violence. And whenever you're increasing violence, that's actually hurting the people because whenever there are struggles by people inside of the country to obtain these resources and to obtain like control of the resources, they're going to resort to armed violence and things. So that's actually decreasing governmental legitimacy because whenever you try and extract resources, that's causing conflict inside the country, which is actually killing the people. And also, if you look at the economic crash and economic boom and bust, that's also hurting the people because whenever you have a bad economy, that can actually increase poverty because the government is actually trying to focus on fixing the economy rather than helping its people. So instead of it actually has it has an opposite effect that NATO is trying to achieve. Resource extraction can actually hurt the people. On the contention one, that resource extraction is essential to uphold life. Well, like I stated in my contention two, resource extraction doesn't work because it causes boom and bust economies. And so let's say like I was talking about cross examination. And like in Botswana specifically, they're talking about exporting diamonds. And the problem with that is that Botswana's economy is almost entirely dependent on these diamonds. Whenever these resources were to run out, that would cause something like boom and bust because they were so dependent on that specific resource. And whenever they run out, that's like they run out of their revenue source. Like their entire economy crashes, which doesn't hold governmental legitimacy because whenever there's bad economy, that hurts the people. Now, in the contention too, the developing countries should focus on environmental protection. Uh, Developing countries also need to focus on environmental protection because my criterion was the preservation of developing countries. And see, the reason why we need to hold that the highest is because these developing countries are going into the future. So so if we're damaging them now and we're using up all the resources and we're causing more carbon emissions inside these developing countries, we're going to hurt their environment. And since these developing countries are future, we need to make sure that they can stay in their best condition because these are the only hope for the future. Now on to the AC. On my value of societal welfare, she said that I don't achieve because I cause people to die. Societal welfare is achieved um, because we're by keeping the environment in the best by keeping the environment in the best condition. This is preserving every person's life, culture, and happiness. So that's how we achieve societal welfare. Because in order for people to be happy and for the welfare to be attained, they have to be happy. Now on the contention, now on the criterion of the preservation of developing countries, she says that everybody has a right to develop. I agree that everyone has a right to develop, but the bigger magnitude in today's debate is the preservation of the developing countries because although we want to make sure these countries have a right to develop, we need to make sure that we don't go extinct through extracting resources. So the preservation of these developing countries is most important because it has the highest magnitude. Because in order for our world to last, we have to make sure to preserve these developing countries. Not on the first contention that resource extraction hurts the environment. She said I know solvency of the problems, but the negative would only make it worse.